What's up? You're in the Beat Sessions. I'm your host, Mitchell Weary. We are taking a look at the Certified Lover Boy himself, Drake, who did not release Certified Lover Boy, unfortunately, yet, but he did give us Scary Hours 2 on March 5th. A nice little EP to hold us over until the release of that record. If you're not familiar with what's going on there, Drake unfortunately hurt himself, hurt his knee, and required surgery. So in the meantime, he is rehabbing that and getting healthy. And as we've seen in the last year, if the timing isn't right as far as releasing an album, you might have a tour that you want to correspond with that release, or any number of factors might go into the timing of an album release. And so if it doesn't work, you push it back. And Drake, being the awesome guy that he is, giving us some material to hold us over in the meantime, which is pretty cool. And these 3 songs they're bangers. Honestly, every single one of these songs is going to be on your summer playlist when things are back to normal, when we're all chilling by the pool, drinking beers. Every single one of these songs you will more than likely hear because they're all fabulous. A couple great appearances from Lil Baby and Rick Ross. My favorite song is probably Lemon Pepper Freestyle, the Rick Ross track. It's pretty different. It's 6.5 minutes, so Drake doesn't generally get into tracks that are that length, but I mean it moves super well too, which is why I love it. It's got probably the most laid back track on the EP. It's got this super chill vibe. Rick Ross comes in, opens it up, and then Drake raps for about 4 minutes through this thing. It's probably one of his better verses, honestly. And it's cool too because you can tell that he's growing up a little bit, getting older. He's talking about parent-teacher conferences, dropping the kids off at school. Granted, he is Drake, so when he's doing all of these things, all the soccer moms are still gawking at him. It's probably a slightly different experience than most of you have at those parent-teacher conferences. But needless to say, it's cool to, kind of see the way his perspective on life is changing through his music. You always like to see an artist grow up and do that. So that's part of the reason I like that track as well. What's Next sees Drake solo on his own. But you got a pretty signature hook as far as what he does stylistically. I love the way that he's just able to, take things that we all find very normal and comfortable and, throw a good rhythm and a good beat behind them. And I don't know if you've heard the song, you understand it. If you haven't heard the song, What's Next, the hook goes, well, summer all I did was rest, okay? And New Year's all I did was stretch, okay? And Valentine's Day I had sex, okay? We'll see what's about to happen next, okay? Okay, and granted, I'm not the best rapper in the world, but you get the idea of what the hook sounds like. It sounds like something Drake would do, and it's a solid hook. I dig it. It's got a good groove. So yeah, there's that, and then Wants and Needs is the third and final track that we'll discuss, featuring Lil Baby, who honestly steals the show on this EP with his verse in that song. It opens up with Drake, kind of in an experimental fashion. He does this. His rhyming scheme is offbeat with the music, but it's groovy, it works. And then he comes in, does a few more bars, and then Lil Baby just is breathing fire on this track. I dig the guy's skills from a speed standpoint. He reminds me of Busta Rhymes a little bit. I definitely just love the fast pace of his rapping, and he absolutely kills it on this track. So I'm going to give this a vinyl, please, big time. I got to do some research. I would love to see them put this on a 7-inch, just because it's an EP. It's only 13 minutes. Lemon Pepper Freestyle would certainly fit on the B side of a 7-inch, and you could put What's Next and Wants and Needs on the A side of that. They would all fit there, and it would be a cool little package that I would love to someday throw into my 45 jukebox. I don't know if you saw my show the other night, but yes, the jukebox is it's in peril. We need to save the jukebox. But I won't get sidetracked. I hope you find this review helpful and enjoy listening to this EP. Like this video, subscribe to my channel, and we will see you next time on the Beat Sessions.